Hello everyone, it's Justine. Today I'm going to show you a number of stitch cards that I've made, and I'm going to be finishing them up. And so if you're new to the stitched cards, I will just say that it's really fun to stitch on them, and sometimes I just stitch and stitch and stitch and don't finish them. So today I'm finishing them, and all of these cards except one are going to have ribbons. So I just wanted to show you how I put ribbons on to card fronts and kind of to show you my process with this. So I wanted to use this oval die first, and I wanted to use these 3 ribbons on this card. So I have a light blue, a white, and a light blue again. So my white is going to be in the middle. So I just put my double-sided adhesive on the back, kind of find the center of my card front, and I will just fold the ribbon so it touches the sticky part of the adhesive, and just try to get it nice and straight without pulling it too much like this or not having it loose. So just getting it nice and straight but secure as well. Alright, now that that's stuck down, just kind of give it a look. Yep, not too tight, not too loose. Okay. I will just put on my blue ones next. Doing the same thing, just making sure it's straight. There we go. And just a little press down in my last one. Ta-da! Alright, now that those are all secure, I will take some double-sided tape. This is left over from one of my card kits that I've gotten from Spellbinders, so I'm just going to just lay it on over the top. This just ensures that nothing's going anywhere. I really don't think it will be moving that much anyway, but you never know. Then I'm going to take my scissors and trim off the extras of the ribbon. You could leave them on there, but I guess just for weight purposes, I will just trim them off. I suppose for bumpiness as well. But it is a stitched card, so there is definitely going to be some texture and bumps. Alright, well, I'll take off my release paper, and I might as well just use the double-sided tape for the rest of this card since it's already on part of it. I really enjoy the Spellbinders double-sided tape because it is very easy to tear like that once you're working on a project. The only thing is I don't particularly like peeling off the release tape just for time purposes, so that's why I tend to grab my Easy Runner Grand quite a bit more. But this is definitely a very good option, and it sticks, and that's really what it's about. Does it hold paper and the embellishments? Yes. So perhaps I just need to work on my patience. But sometimes I get crafting and I just get going. So alright, now that that's ready, I will put it onto my card base, and it's good to go. Okay, now I'm going to put down my stitched oval, and I'll put my flowers on after. I think for this I will use my liquid glue. I really enjoy the stamp set that I used on this. This was a monthly stamp from Spellbinders. I'll link it in the description. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it will be in the description, and it's just perfect for birthdays. And this oval die, I've used it many times. I think it just really fits nicely on the oval. And enjoy your special day is just a really nice birthday sentiment, so I pull for it quite often. Alright, now that that's all done, I am going to put on my flowers. And the flowers are from, I think, 2 different dyes, so I will link those in the description as well, but there's so many names for these products and I cannot remember them all just in a blink of an eye, so I'll link them down below and you can see them. Oh, that's really sweet. And these were actually just kind of extras. You can see that the paper isn't matchy-matchy because I used up some scraps that I had and just stitched. I don't like keeping scraps around, so I turn them into dies a lot. And this is what happens. Alright, there's my first card. Oh, I should add bling to the flowers. Gotta add a little bling to the flowers just because there's bling everywhere else. I'll put a bit too much glue there, but it will dry clear, thank goodness. Alright, I'm going to repeat the process with the ribbons on the back for the rest of the cards off camera, and I will show you what else I make. Now that I have done all of the ribbon work, I am ready to put all of my cards together. So for this one, I added 3 ribbons, 2 blue and 1 creamy white, and now I'll just put this stitched oval die on. This Sympathy Sentiment is from Simon Says Stamp, I believe, and it's part of the Sympathy big stamp set that they have. So I pull for this one quite a bit because I love this font. It just reminds me of really fun handwriting. And this one I am not going to be using any bling. The Sympathy card, I'm not quite sure calls for bling, perhaps if it was the right recipient, but I'm just going to let it be as it is now. This one I chose to put my ribbons on this small panel and then put my panel onto my card back, and my ribbons seem to be a little crooked, so I'm just kind of working with them here. And my little sentiment is Beyond Grateful. This sentiment, I believe, is from the Paisley stamp set of the month that came out in June. I will link that in the description as well. I really like the sentiments on that one because they were different fonts and said different things. It wasn't just simply happy birthday, it was something like you're so special or you're my sunshine or something sweet like that. So, and not just thanks, it's just thank you. It says Beyond Grateful, which is just a nice way of saying thank you. So that's that card. Now this one, I don't know where the sentiment came from. This was one of the ones that I got in that estate sale, so I have no clue. If you have an idea, let me know, but I like the font of this one as well. I'm a font person through and through. I think that for thinking like word processing, I think Century Gothic is probably my favorite font just because it is perfect for when I teach kindergarten. All the letters are written correctly. And when I say that, like the A, it looks more like a ball and a line, so it works really well for my students. So I love Century Gothic. Perhaps if they made an alphabet set in that, I don't know, I'd probably buy it and probably use it for school as well as crafting. And this little butterfly die is part of a glimmer, actually, and I used the stitched part instead of glimmering on this butterfly. So Did I put those on the wrong side? I certainly did. There we go. And I did not die cut out the body because I didn't want to. It's just the honest answer. So there you have it. I'm going to put a head on, and I'm going to make the head be a bigger gem that matches the ones on the outside. No antennae for you. And this is my last one. Again, this Sympathy stamp is just beautiful. With stitched cards, I sometimes will put double-sided adhesive down to attach them. Most of the time I will use liquid glue just because it kind of gets into the stitching. The glue kind of gets into the stitching, and it just seems to hold the glue a little bit better. I just lined up these two flowers, if you will, onto my ribbons and glued it down. It's supposed to be a little bit up, so that's that. Again, I'm not going to add any bling to the Sympathy card. I hope I don't need to use Sympathy cards very often, but I do sell them on my Etsy shop, so I'm sorry if you ever need a Sympathy card. It's not good, but it's part of life. So I suppose it's not just for death, but anyway. All right, these are the 5 cards that I made today. So if you've enjoyed them, go ahead and remake whatever you want and let me know. Tag me or something. And if you've liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos similar to this one in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye.